As we continue our discussion on beef cattle supplements, I think it's certainly warranted here that we talk about the tubs as a category. And like we talked about with other supplements, there's a tremendous amount of variation in the formulation of those products and the nutrient content of those products. The success or failure of the tubs or any other supplement, as we've talked about, is going to be dependent upon forage availability. And again, whether that's rooted out there in the pasture and standing forage or hay, the success of these is going to be dependent upon having an adequate quantity of forage with as good a quality as we can get. The other word of advice that I would offer on tubs is I think it's absolutely imperative that you read the label. Like we talked about, Dr. Gill talked about with textured feeds and supplements, it's perhaps as critical, if not more so, in the tubs because of the diversity of products that are out there. Many of these tubs are formulated to be very low intake, from 1/4 of a pound, according to the label, from 25 hundredths of a pound to maybe 1.5 pounds of intake per day. And so they're designed, by formulation, they're designed to limit intake. That said, it's important to realize that this is probably not the supplement of choice if you're trying to make significant improvements in body condition. Because the cattle physically can't eat enough of that on a daily basis. If forage quantity is somewhat limiting, or if forage availability is somewhat limiting, or forage supply is limiting, they can't eat enough of this supplement to offset or to make up the nutrient deficiency that they have there. The other thing, the tubs, you pay a premium for the convenience of those tubs. So I would caution you, as you're considering supplements, just to do the math. Get them on an equivalent nutrient basis or an equivalent unit of weight basis and compare those as you would in any supplement comparison. Compare your options there. Certainly they're convenient. Probably the two most popular uses of the tubs are for, number one, for those people that may have an 8 to 5 job 5 days a week and physically can't get out there to the cattle. There is peace of mind in knowing that there is some supplement available to those cattle. On the other end of that spectrum, perhaps, is the very large cattle producer that physically doesn't have the labor, the manpower, the vehicle fleet to get around to those cattle every day or every other day. And so again, there's the convenience of the tubs. They're self-limiting, and there's that peace of mind to know that there is some protein, energy, perhaps even vitamin and mineral supplement available to those cattle 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.